Shalom and welcome to Simple Biblical Hebrew. I'm Eric Modal, and today we want to continue our study of the Sermon on the Mount in Biblical Hebrew. We are reading from a translation produced by Franz Delitzsch in the 1800s, in which he translated the Greek New Testament into Biblical Hebrew. And it's the standard Hebrew New Testament even to this day. And so we are continuing then in verse 38 today. You've heard that it was said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Yeshua said, but I say to you, do not resist an evil person, but whoever slaps you on the right cheek, turn to him the other also. And if anyone wants to sue you and take your shirt, let him have your coat also. Whoever forces you to go 1 mile, go with him 2. Give to him who asks of you, and do not turn away from him who wants to borrow from you. And then over here on the right, we have the text in Hebrew. And so we are picking it up right here today. Verse 38. Shematem. Shematem is you have heard. The verbal root is shema. Shema Israel, to hear. Shematem ki, for that. Ne'amal, that it has been said. One of the Hebrew words for to say is amar. And so ne'amar is has been said. The noon prefixed to the front of it makes it what we would think in English is past tense. You have heard that it was said. Shematem ki na'amal. Ayin tachet ayin. That is an eye for an eye. Ayin is the Hebrew word for eye. And then tachet means, well, it usually means to be under, or sometimes you might use it to say because. But in this case, it literally is an eye under an eye, but it comes across in English as an eye for an eye. And then shin, tachet, shin. And that's a tooth for a tooth. The Hebrew word for tooth is shin. You can see right there. Shin tachet shin. Aval, which is but. So aval ani, but I, ani is I. Omer, say. Lachem, to you all, plural. Al, which is don't. Tit komemu. Tit komemu is resist in the English. And in Hebrew, kum means to be exalted or to rise up. That's the shoresh, or the Hebrew root kum or kom. And so in this case it's al tit komemu lera. Lera is to evil. Ra is the Hebrew word for evil. So literally what that's saying is don't resist an evil person. Al tit komemu lera. Or don't exalt yourself to evil, but it's referring to an evil person. Ach is going to be, well, literally it means only. So Yeshua is saying only. In the English it says but again. But whoever slaps you, right here. So the but would be ach, but in Hebrew it literally means only. Hamakeh, which is to hit or to strike or to slap. Otcha, you. Al halechi, which is on the cheek. Al is upon or on. Lechi is cheek. Halechi. Ha-menit. Ha-menit is the right. Yamin is the Hebrew word for right. So ha-menit is right. So on the right cheek. So again, ach only. Ha-mekeh, anyone who hits you, otcha. Al halechi ha-menit, on the right cheek. Hatelo. Hatelo is turn to him. Hata is to turn low to him. Gam, also. Et ha achret, which is the other, the Hebrew word for sort of the other would be achret here. Verse 40, if anyone wants to sue you, va'ashel, whoever, yachpots. Yachpots is desires. Chapats or chafats in Hebrew is to desire something. So whoever desires leriv imcha, to sue you. Riv is the Hebrew word for to have a case against someone. In this case, to sue you. Imcha, that's the you. Ve lakachet, which is and to take. Lakach means to grab or to take in Hebrew. Et kutantecha. Kutantecha is your sort of your shirt. Tin lo, give to him. Tin means to give. Lo is to him. Gam, also. Et hamma'il, which is your coat. Ve ha ones otcha. Ones is to force someone. Ones otcha, you. Lelechet, which is to walk. Imo, with him. Derech, so whoever forces you to walk with him. Derech mil, which is on the road for a mile. Derech is road, and then mil is a mile. Lech, which is walk again. Ito, with him. Shnaim, two. So whoever forces you to go 1 mile with him on the road. Lech, or walk with him, two. You can see walk here in the Hebrew. Lech, lechet, and then walk right here, lech. The second lech is using a kaf sofit, right? Continuing on just a little bit more. Ha-shoel, whoever asks. Hebrew word for ask is sha'al, or in this case, shoel. Ma'itcha, from you. Tenlo, or give to him. Remember we saw ten up here. So this is ten lo, give to him. Where it asks if you give to him. Ve'hapa lilot mimcha. This is whoever wants to borrow from you. So whoever, literally, ba is to come. So ve'haba, whoever comes, lilot, to borrow, mimecha, from you. Al, or don't. Tashev penav, don't. To shub in Hebrew means to return or or to go back. So if somebody asks to borrow from you, don't return paying off his face, literally. But what it means is, whoever wants to borrow from you, do not sort of send him away. Well, I hope that helped a little bit today. I pray that Yeshua would help us to be more like him, and to remember these words of his, and that he would write them on our hearts by his Spirit. B'Shem Yeshua. Amen.